It's Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News at noon. Summit School Board is close to penning a partnership with Town of Breckenridge for local teacher housing on Airport Road. The school board will transfer district land to make it happen. It is part of the massive new runway neighborhood now in planning. The nation's first housing partnership between Summit and the Forest Service is now on hold on Forest Service land above Dillon Valley. Commissioners voted yesterday. Tamara Pogue was the lone dissenting vote.
We have been able to leverage almost $10 million of state funds for this project. And if we don't move forward with the construction this summer, we lose all of that money. And I think that makes the hurdles even more insurmountable than they may feel like now, which is the other reason I thought we should keep working on it.
Tune in at 4 and 5 today for more on what this means for the project. A local therapist, Robin Goldstein, and Big Mountain ski coach, Zach Ryan, are the newest members of Frisco Town Council. They were appointed last night and serve through next April. Facing a $1 billion deficit, our local representative, Julie McCluskie, says it might be time for TABOR reform. That is the Taxpayer Bill of Rights. It limits state funding based on population and inflation, but Denver Post reports pandemic-era stimulus money has dried up. State Attorney General Phil Weiser was in Avon yesterday campaigning for his governor run next year. Since January, the Democrat has filed 5 lawsuits against the feds, calling recent policies harmful and illegal. A Summit man is also running for governor next year, John Gray Ginsburg of Frisco. The Republican delegate tells Krystal 93 Weiser's campaign is a sham. Gray Ginsburg's campaign is in debt by nearly $200,000. People had a record 5,022 reported bear encounters in Colorado last year. That's up 14% from the previous record high. Summit Daily confirms no people were injured, but more than 30 bears were put down. Most of these encounters involved trash. Local avalanche dangers holding steady at considerable today for most elevations in Summit County and the Vail area. The snowmobiler who survived an hour under 2 feet of snow near Shrine Pass earlier this month was wearing an airbag, but not a transceiver. He tells investigators in their final report that he left his transceiver at home. In local entertainment news, back on screen at the Eclipse in Breck, Nickel Boys. It's a first-person account of 2 young black men sent to a Florida reform school where reform is barely one step away from institutional racism. This Oscar nominee is showing 2 more times, tonight at 4:30 and tomorrow 6:45 at the Eclipse in Breck. The Eclipse is the only place in town where you'll find Best Picture and Best Short Film nominees. In sports, the Avalanche play the Devils tonight at 7:30. Breezy Johnson and Jacqueline Wiles were top Americans at downhill training in Norway today in 11th and 12th. Lindsey Vaughn skied out of the gates. And in local sports, from Cassandra Schultz and Associates with American Family in Dillon, Summit High Hockey is going on to the semifinals. They beat Cheyenne Mountain at home last night 2-0. The Tigers are playing Glenwood Springs Saturday in the semi. Also coming up Saturday, Lady Tigers basketball opens the state tournament on the road for Palmer Ridge. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.